What's up, guys? I'm Chad Barnes, and welcome to the channel. Here, it's all about real car talk, from simple fixes to smart driving tips and keeping your ride in top shape. If that sounds good to you, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you watch all the way through. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Let's get
Recently, both Lada and AvtoVAZ as a whole have faced a number of difficulties, among which are financial ones. There are many reasons for this: the drop in utilization of the Togliatti assembly line with contract models, the loss of customer interest in a Lada X-Ray, which we recorded back in pre-quarantine 2019, large losses of AvtoVAZ subsidiaries, and so on. In addition, AvtoVAZ left Europe in 2020, after which export figures also went down. And this is the only difficulty that Olivier Mornay dwelt on in his speech, leaving the rest to the journalists. Meanwhile, in his answers to questions, the top manager touched on several important topics that give us an idea of the possible ways of development of the Lada lineup, or rather, its non-development. Olivier Mornay clarified that no new models are expected in the line of commercial vehicles, not counting the long-awaited restyling of Lagos. At the same time, the top manager confirmed that the company does not intend to introduce a van-type car into the lineup. It follows that Renault Docker will definitely not stand on the assembly line in Togliatti, at least under the brand Lada, although, in early 2020, the project was not considered completely unpromising and appeared in the plans as a Lada van. Recall that for some time without much success Renault Docker was sold in Russia. The car was imported to us from Morocco. Probably, AvtoVAZ has taken into account the experience of X-Ray and no longer intends to get involved with modern models based on the B0 platform, at least under its own brand. The restyled Vesta will definitely not appear in 2021, although the work on the model, according to Olivier Mornay, is going according to plan, and the project shows a good level of maturity. It is likely that we will see the updated car without the X-shaped design, at least in terms of the radiator cladding and bumper. Most likely, the issue of restyling Vesta should be linked to the development of a new corporate style. Recall that from January 1, 2021, instead of Steve Martin, who worked at AvtoVAZ for 9 years, Jean-Philippe Sallard is responsible for the design of Lada. Olivier Mornay specified that recognizable features of Martin's X-shaped style will still be visible in the updated Lada models, but the further away, the less. Actually, it can be seen in the restyled Lagos. Olivier Mornay expressed hope that Jean-Philippe Sallard will be able to present a worthy alternative to the X-shaped style. At the same time, Olivier Mornay rejected further development of the Sport lineup, specifying that the existing models, Vesta Sport and Granta Drive Active, are quite enough. Recall that these versions are produced not by AvtoVAZ itself, but by the company Lada Sport. Assembly is carried out by the large unit method SKD4. Lada Sport is fully owned by the domestic auto giant, and from 2013 to 2019 brought AvtoVAZ more than 1 billion rubles in losses, so the reluctance of top management to invest additional funds is understandable. Finally, Olivier Mornay said that we should not expect a four-wheel drive crossover Lada brand. Recall that a few years ago, even Vesta was planned to be equipped with all-wheel drive, not to mention the fact that the brand plans included a compact crossover with all-drive wheels. However, AvtoVAZ has no need to spend on these and other new developments, in the conditions of total impoverishment of the population, consistent strangulation of importers by our government and constantly tightening requirements for localization. Lada models in their current form have guaranteed and stable sales. Moreover, we can safely predict a further increase in Lada's share of the Russian market. But this increase can hardly be considered as a reason for pride. In conclusion, the future of Lada appears uncertain as the absence of key models like the Vesta Restyling, Lada van, and the anticipated 4x4 crossover raises significant questions about the brand's direction. With shifting market dynamics and evolving consumer preferences, Lada must navigate these challenges carefully to remain relevant. The lack of innovation in design and product offerings could hinder its competitiveness in an increasingly crowded automotive landscape. As we look ahead, it will be crucial for Lada to adapt and redefine its strategy to ensure its survival and growth in the years to come.